everyone, it's time to get moved deeply. Today I have a really special self-care class that combines clinical somatics and restorative yoga. So the somatic exercises are going to help to release tension through your body in an active way, and the restorative poses are more passive and help you to drop into your parasympathetic nervous system, which is really great for relieving stress and just returning yourself to a relaxed state, especially if you've been really busy lately. And in general, we just don't take a lot of time that allows us to drop into this state. So even when we're sleeping, sometimes we just don't sleep that well and can't really get into that. So this is great to do really any time of day, but at the end of your day is ideal for helping you get to sleep. But restorative poses can also help to re-energize you, so it's like having a nap in the middle of your day, but you're doing some great things for your body as well. So the other goal of this class is to show you that you don't need a bunch of fancy yoga props. So today I've just got one bolster, a very old bolster, and I've got a little blanket scarf that I usually wear, but it totally works as a extra padding for your head or on top of your bolster if you want some coziness. And I've got some decorative pillows that I just use on my bed normally. I've got my bed pillow. So this is all just for stacking. I do have some yoga blocks. They're generally just good to have if you practice movement at home and just want to get more into doing exercise at home. So I've got some foam chips and some bigger foam blocks here too. You can also have just a regular towel, a big towel, small towel for extra coziness or padding, or if you want to have something over your eyes for comfort when you're in the recline poses. And that's about it. So that's all you really need for this particular video. Just make sure you have a few pillows around, some kind of cozy blanket or towel, and if you have blocks, that's great. Otherwise, just more pillows, or you can even find some large books. If you have some around, they can be an extra kind of lift for underneath the pillows and bolsters. So get into something comfortable and we'll get started. So we're going to start off with the arch and flatten exercise. Make sure you're on your back with your knees bent, feet on the floor, about hip distance apart, and just notice how your spine is feeling against the mat, where there's space and where there's not. And make sure your arms are relaxed on either side. You can face your hands onto your pinky side or with your palms facing up. And now on your inhale, start to roll onto your tailbone, arching through the low back, and then start to slowly release that back down to the ground, letting gravity do the work, feeling the muscles in your low back relax. Just breathe normally. And when you come back to that neutral position, on your next exhale, press into your low back so that it flattens against the floor, drawing the tops of your hips towards the ribs. Notice how this engages through the abdominals in the front of your stomach and lengthens through the back. And then slowly release, breathing normally. And then on your inhale, come through that arch, feel the contraction through your through your lower back. And then slowly let gravity bring you back down. And then on your exhale, press into the low back, And slowly let that release back to neutral. Inhale to arch. Slowly let that release. Exhale to flatten. Slowly release. One more time, inhale to arch. Slowly relax. And exhale to flatten. And slowly release. Now slowly roll over onto your front. Nice and lazy. Moving on to the back lift. So bring your right cheek to the mat. Your right arm extends to your side on the right side of your body. And just bring your left hand under your right cheek or temple. On your inhale, start to lift up your torso and your leg. And then slowly, with control, release. Feeling the muscles all through your back body activating. Keep going. And completely relax when you get down to the bottom. Inhale, come up. No need to force it, just as high as you can. And then exhale, slowly release with control, as slow as you possibly can. And completely relax. One more time, inhale, come up. Try to keep your torso and your leg approximately the same height. And then slowly release back down with control, as slow as you possibly can. And completely relax. Take your hand out from under your head. Bring your other hand to meet and press into your hands gently as you rotate your head to the other direction. And relax your left arm down your side. Bring your right hand under your left cheek or temple. And on your inhale, start to come up on this side. And slowly release back down. Relax at the bottom. And then inhale. Come up. And slowly, with control, slow as you possibly can, come back down and relax. Again, inhale, come up. Feel your back body activating all the way down from your neck to your foot. And then slowly, with control, come back down. And completely relax. Now slowly roll over onto your back again. Coming to that first position we had with the arch and curl, or the arch and flatten, we're going to be doing the arch and curl now. So bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers just at the base of your skull with your thumbs going down your neck. On your inhale, start to arch. Slowly let that relax back down, letting gravity do the work. And then on your next exhale, press into your low back to flatten. Bring your elbows in and start to curl up. Keep your belly as hollow as possible. And then slowly, with control, come back down. When you get back down to the bottom, squeeze your elbows towards each other. And then slowly open them up. With control, as slow as you possibly can. And relax. Inhale to arch. Slowly release. Exhale to flatten. Hollow out your belly, come up to curl. And slowly, with control, come back down. Nice and easy. And when you're down and back down on the floor, squeeze your elbows together. And then slowly let them open out to the sides. This is a little extra squeeze through the chest to help relax your pectoral muscles. And completely relax. One more time, inhale to arch. Slowly release back down. Relaxing the back muscles. On your exhale, press the low back into the mat, bring your elbows in, hollow out the belly, and curl up. And then slowly, with control, release back down. Squeeze your elbows in, and let them open out. And completely relax. Now slowly roll over onto your right side. You can have your arm just extended under your head. We're going to be doing the side curl, so bring your knees in line with your hips, and your feet in line with your knees, as if you're sitting in a chair, so your legs are at a 90-degree angle. Bring your left arm to have your elbow facing the ceiling, and just rest your left hand onto your ear. Inhale to relax your belly. And then exhale, begin to curl up. Bring your armpit towards your hip as you move your left foot away from the right, keeping your knees together. And slowly, with control, come back down. And completely relax. Again, inhale. Exhale, start to curl. Relax through the bottom side of your body. Bring your foot up. And then slowly, with control, release at about the same rate between your leg and your torso. And completely relax. One more time, inhale. And exhale, curl up. Make sure you're not rolling forward or back with your torso, and that your legs haven't moved from that original position. Slowly come back down and relax. Now you'll roll over slowly and lazily over to your left side. Again, sitting in your chair on this side, knees in line with the hips, feet in line with the knees. Put your arm where it's comfortable under your head on the bottom. Bring your elbow to face the ceiling with your right hand resting on your ear. Inhale to relax your belly. Exhale, start to curl up, bringing your armpit towards your hip as you lift your foot away from your other foot, knees together. Imagine there's a pane of glass on either side of your torso as you slowly come back down. Slow as you possibly can. And relax. Inhale. Exhale, start to curl up, squeezing gently. And slowly come back down. Slow as you possibly can. And relax. One more time. Inhale. Exhale to come up. And slowly release it back down. And relax. Roll over onto your back. Just notice how you're feeling. Notice if your back feels any different. And now we're going to begin the restorative yoga pose segment of this class. So first we're going to be doing a supported side bend. So I've got a bolster here and I'm going to grab just a regular pillow and I'll have a block or a pillow on the end here that I can rest my arm on. So just make sure your hip is right up against the bolster or pillow on this side, and then just reach over with your waist and allow your arm to rest where it's comfortable above you. Bring your knees together and just allow yourself to completely melt into the props, into the floor. If you need more support for your arm, you can use another block or pillow. And if you feel any kind of pressure or tension or pulling, just notice where that is and slowly get up and get some more props if you need them. And we're going to be here for 5 minutes, so make sure you're fully comfortable. And the video is going to fade to just a photograph while we're here, and you'll hear my voice come back when we're ready to move. So just enjoy and be here in the present moment. Don't worry about anything you have to be doing later. If you find your mind is wandering, then just start to take some deep breaths, focusing on your breath, and then bringing it back to a natural, relaxed breath. So bringing it back, start to take a deep breath in, signaling to the nervous system that we're going to be moving. Flutter your eyes open, press into your top hand, and slowly come up. And then very slowly bring yourself to the other side. Bring your hip against the bolster here. And now we'll come over the bolster on this side. Make sure your arm is supported. Both arms are supported. And again, we'll be here for 5 minutes. You'll hear my voice again when we're ready to come back. Relax and enjoy. Deep breath in, starting to come back, getting ready to move. Press into your top hand, slowly come up. And we'll get ready for the next pose. So next we have a supported bridge. So for this one, I'm just going to use a bolster. You can also use a block. I'm just going to put that next to my mat. And I'm going to also use a strap around my upper legs, just so I don't have to worry about them opening up. So just make sure the buckle is not on your skin anywhere if you're using that, and that it just feels like a gentle hug and your knees are about hip distance apart. So I'm going to slowly come down onto my back with my feet on the floor, press into my feet, and bring the bolster under the sacrum. It's just the base of your spine. And fully relax. If you feel like you need some cushioning at your head, then you might want to slowly roll over and grab a blanket or even a small pillow, but ideally we want to keep the head in line with the shoulders and the rest of the spine. So just a tiny bit of softness under there, like a blanket, would be good. And again, we're going to be here for 5 minutes. And you're welcome to do these poses for longer on your own. But for the sake of this video and fitting it into a shorter timeline in your day, everything's 5 minutes or less. Still getting a benefit from going into the parasympathetic, still getting a benefit from going into the, we're still getting a benefit from going into the parasympathetic nervous system and supporting the body, letting the muscles relax. Again, come back to the breath if you're feeling like your mind is getting busy. And you'll hear my voice prompting when it's time to come out. Take a deep breath in, signaling to your body that it's going to be time to move in a moment. Gently press that bolster out from under you. And bring your knees in, get that strap off. And then slowly roll over to one side. Take a moment. And then press up into your hand. And we'll get ready for the next pose. So the next pose is a supported forward fold. So again, this video is about not needing a bunch of fancy yoga props to do your restorative. So I'm going to be using a stack of pillows and my bolster. This is just my regular bed pillow, decorative pillow. And the point of this restorative forward fold is to not go into any kind of full range of motion that you normally would do if you were doing a, say, yoga style forward folds in a more active class. And this is to allow your back muscles to fully relax. So bring your pillows onto your legs. If you feel like your spine is rounding, then you may wish to put a small towel or a blanket just underneath the edge of your sits bones area. So you could put that just under here and sit on it, and then bring the props onto you. So bring the props pretty close to your belly, and then inhale to sit tall and reach up and over. And you can rest your cheek on either side. Just make sure to change the direction that your face is partway through, or you can grab a pillow or another block and just place it under your forehead so that your nose doesn't get crushed. So again, we're just going to stay here for, this one's just 3 minutes, since it can be a bit more intense. But again, you're welcome to do it for longer on your own, or pause the video and come out when you're ready. Fully relax into the props. If you feel like you're still getting too much pulling or strain through the back, then just add another pillow and melt back into them. Start to deepen your breath. And then slowly, gently start to come up. And set your props off to the side, and we'll get ready for the next pose. We're going to be doing a supported heart opener. There's a couple ways you can do this. First, if you don't want too much, then you can just get your one bolster and slowly come back down onto it and just feel how this opens up through your chest. And it's a bit of a arch through your low back, so if you don't like that, you can always put a pillow or a block to bring your bum up a little bit. The main thing is opening up through the chest so our shoulders are draping over the bolster in a nice heart opener, and our head is supported by the bolster as well, so it's not arching off the edge or anything. So if you're happy with this, then please stay here. Otherwise, another option is to build it up a little higher at an angle. So you can do this by putting another block or pillow underneath the bolster, like that. And again, you can have that other block or pillow down here. And come up from there and slowly recline back. Again, make sure your head is fully supported. And you're at about just a nice angle here to bring your chest up a little higher and opening up even more through there. So we'll be here for 5 minutes. You can do it for longer or come out sooner if you feel like you've had enough, but try to stay here for the full 5 minutes if possible. Just relax and enjoy. Start to deepen your breath. Ready to move. If you've got the bolster up a little higher like I do, just be really careful rolling off of your props. Coming over to your side. And then slowly pressing back up when you're ready. And our last pose of this video is Shavasana, or basic relaxation pose as it's called in restorative yoga. So I like to put a bolster under my knees, and you can take a blanket where your head's gonna go, just for a little extra padding. Get my mounted props out of the way here. And then slowly bring yourself down to lying down. If you have an eye mask or an eye pillow, feel free to use it now. And we'll stay here for another 5 minutes. You'll hear my voice come in again when we're ready to return. Just let your body melt into the floor. Take a few deep breaths here, slow and even. Start to cultivate a feeling of gratitude for yourself for doing this self-care session to restore and relax your body. Start to deepen your breath. Begin to bring attention to your body again. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And when you're ready, slowly roll over to one side. And then press up to seated. Come to a cross-legged position here if you like. Just notice how you're feeling. Any sensations in your body? You're feeling more relaxed. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're feeling relaxed and restored and ready to go through the rest of your day or to have a wonderful, restful sleep. Please do head over to movedeeply.com to learn more about somatics and restorative yoga and check out some of the other videos I have. I do have several on my channel, so be sure to subscribe there. And if you have anything you'd like me to cover, then please do give me a message and I will be happy to respond and see what I can do. I also do one-on-one classes remotely and would be happy to help you try to get over your chronic pain and start to move with ease and grace and bring that joyfulness back to your life. Thanks, and keep moving deeply.